Welcome everyone to our first episode of Mashed Potatoes, a brand new series where we get to spotlight some of the wacky and funny plays we get submitted that don't quite fit within our more serious segments. For now, I'm going to jump right into the first episode, but at the end I'll be going over what this show is all about and what you can expect to see in the future, so be sure to stick around.
Hello. Hi.
What better way is there to start off a new series than with a beastly defense play? This is the part where you say, okay, Katarina's gonna face roll another penta and win them the game, but that's where you're wrong. Soraka takes out Nash with a mean crit and then switches on to Darius, chunking his health down with each hit. Another huge crit with Static Ship drops both of them for the triple, but then she sees Zed make a break for it, so she flash bananas him for the fadeaway quad. With their base in absolute shambles, aVider becomes the unlikely hero by scoring the penta and doing Joe Miller proud. Soraka rushes down mid with Braum to win the game after losing all three inhibs.
East.
Our next play comes from JiYung on Pantheon, who picks on the big guy with an interesting idea I haven't seen used before. As we watch him and Janna slowly poke away at his health bar, I wanted to remind everyone of the recent changes they did to trinkets. For those who don't know, they lowered the price of the upgrades and kept the red one unchanged, added some extra charges to the yellow one, and made the blue one place a visible ward. With this in mind, Pantheon has an incredible idea and uses the blue trinket to place a ward which blocks Cho and gets his big character model stuck. Although I believe escaping here wasn't an option for Cho'Gath, I've never seen someone use the blue trinket to snipe in a ward to block a path. I wonder if this is a one-off bug or if it would only work on certain champions in a specific area of the map, but I thought it was a neat idea that people could consider, and bravo to Pantheon for a really good on-the-fly choice to try that. And lastly, we have a play submitted by georgelegeorgien on Katarina, who is peacefully farming mid when all of a sudden she gets ganked from every angle. This is the moment where Katarina goes, "Aw crap," but instead she decides to activate her rocket booster and fly away from all the crowd control the enemy team was about to lay down. Her teammates show up, and despite the ult from Mao, she survives long enough to bait a dive from Vi, which eventually leads to her death as well. Remember guys, if you're playing Katarina and smash her face hard enough on the keyboard, anything is possible, and this proves it. Where this would normally conclude a standard episode of Mashed, I wanted to take this time to explain what this series is all about. In the background, you'll see some random funny plays I saved from back in Season 4 when we first thought of the idea for this series. So the concept is simple. We have a lot of extra plays that aren't fit for our top 5 plays because they come off as more of a bonus clip. With that in mind, we decided to create this series which gives us a platform to show off some of the more interesting things that people encounter in League. There won't be an official label on it, but this can include everything from fails to bugs to lucky plays, and the list goes on. This is where the idea of the name came from. Mashed Potatoes will be a mashup of all sorts of entertaining things you don't see happen every day in League. It'll be a really fun and exciting series because it's different every time depending on the submissions we receive, so please be sure to submit over at Protatomonster.com/upload. Lastly, before the video comes to an end, I wanted to thank our primary sponsor for this new video series, AlphaDraft. For those who haven't heard of them, AlphaDraft is a website where you get to draft your own League of Legends fantasy team and compete for cash and prizes. A bunch of the contests are free to enter, meaning if you know your stuff when it comes to the LCS, money is up for grabs here. Since we're sponsored by them, they went ahead and created a Protatomonster contest that's completely free to enter, and it has a $1,500 prize pool. Yep, you heard me, $1,500. To find this contest, head over to the description box, click on the link and sign up for free, and then find the contest page and you'll see your contest right there. Thanks for watching the first episode of Mashed Potatoes, and I'll see you next time.